Welcome back to the channel. Yes, you're staring at a desk. You're staring at this part of my desk. Anyways, today I'm going to do something that needs to get done, and that is my pair of Felcos here. They're Felco 2s. I use them for everything. Pruning trees, shrubs, flowers. I have occasionally sharpened the blade, and there is some sharpness to it, but the blade is blackened with age, rust. Here's the new blade, and you can see how nice and shiny it is. So today, we're going to clean up and make this thing look pretty again, hopefully. So first things first, I'm going to follow the instructions that Felco gives. I've already taken the parts out of the package here. This is a Felco 2, by the way. And I'm just going to follow the instructions here. And step one is to remove the spring. Now they just show that you pull the spring straight down, but I've found already poking at it is that there's little nubs on the side. And so you just pull back one side and then the spring comes off. Now this spring looks pretty good. It's a little rusty, but we're replacing everything, so let's just do that. Step two would then be to remove... My eyes are getting old here. We're unscrewing something. And they give you this little screw tool. So we're going to try to use this little tool here, believe it or not, this little piece of metal. And I can only presume that it's going to be the gears here, because this has to come off. So that's what we're going to do. So it looks like they give you a little screwdriver part. Ooh, that's stiff. I'm going to use it this way, which is not the way they show you in the picture. Wow, that really doesn't want to... Oh, wait, am I supposed to use the wrench? No, they use this. So they show the screwdriver, but the wrench should also work. Okay. Huh. Okie dokie. Tell you what, I'm going to go get some real tools. So please stand by. So I've gotten a couple of screwdrivers here, an adjustable wrench, and a wire brush. So let's see if we can't get this thing apart now. All right, so there we go. Get more leverage with the wrench here, proper wrench. Okay, that's that. Now apparently, oh, this looks like it just unscrews. Okay, off this piece comes there, that comes off there, and then here comes the blade. Very good. Okay, so this is the rusty, cruddy, icky blade. We're just going to put that over there for now. I'm going to take a paper towel. Oop. Like that. And what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to wipe up some of this dirt and crud that's in here. Let's set that aside. This is the other piece. Now, this is not a blade. This is just part of the cutting mechanism. If anybody knows the actual, I believe it's called anvil cutting, or is that, I'm thinking the wrong thing here. Bypass. This is a bypass pruner. So the blade comes and it basically rubs against this piece here, which is fixed, and then cuts the the branch or the flower that you're cutting. Take my wire brush here. Now this is not in the instructions, but if you wanted to, and if you really wanted to get crazy, what you can do is you can take probably a degreaser or even just hot water and soap and go down and clean this up. Already you can see, just even with the wire brush, getting a lot of the gunk off. Okay, that's good enough for me. And again, this part really doesn't have an edge, but it is fairly sharp. It's if I press into it, I'm going to cut myself probably. But again, not really much of an edge. It's not really meant to have an edge. That's the blades part of the job. This part is to be the immovable object, as it were. Okay, so so we did 3, we did 5, we got 6, 7. Yes, we're apart. Basically, now it just wants you to put it back together. Okay, so again, this is pretty much, I'm just going to give this paper, take a paper towel. You know what, I think I will wet the paper towel. And just with a wet paper towel, I'm just going to try to wipe off some of this gunk. And now for the reassembly, like so. Okay. There we go. So that's that part of the blade. Probably. Ah, there you go. That goes there. Okay. This will go like so. Okay. Before I do that though, there was a grease on here before, so I'm just going to turn around, and I don't have any industrial grease, and the instructions don't say anything about it, but I have this Frog Lube lubricant. You can use it for numerous things. It was meant for weapons cleaning and lubrication, but it would work for pretty much anything that needs lubrication. Don't want to have too much on there, just enough. Get that on there, like so. Next would go the plate here, I believe. Right. Then the nut screws on. Like so. Now, since there's nothing to hold the plate into place, as it were, just maybe try to keep your thumb, as you're tightening it down, just keep the hole aligned, and you don't have to over tighten it yet. Then take this piece here. They do not say how or where this piece is supposed to be in the instructions. I mean, it's supposed to be here, but they don't specify. So for instance, they don't specify whether it's supposed to be here or here. I'm just going to go with it there. Teeth are all lined up. My finger tighten that down. I've got a little grease on my fingers, so I'm just going to wipe that off. Work the blade back and forth a bit. I think that needs to be adjusted. So here's what I will do. Yeah, it looks good. the whole point of, I think, this little gear and the screw is this gets tightened down really tight. This is a little more finger tightened, but you can use it to tighten down your blade. In which case, right now, it's pretty solid. I'm just going to take the wrench again. So give that a nice little snug down. Okay. All right. And that's pretty nice. This thumb latch is a little stiff. So what I'm going to do, and this is not in the instructions, but what I'm going to do now is maybe just take that thumb latch off. Oops. It doesn't really want to come off. I see a bit of rust in there, it looks like. I really can't get the... Oops. Oh, it's because the latch is on. Silly bugger. There we go. Really can't get the thing in there. Let's see if I can get... This piece right here, even though it looks like it's meant for a screwdriver, the screwdriver blade isn't really fitting in there. So, and again, since that thumb latch is really stiff, you can see how stiff it is. You know what, maybe if I, instead of trying to get it off and then reattach it, we're going to cheat maybe, put a bit of lubricant in there, see if we can get work some lubricant in there. Just a drop, and again, you could use probably WD-40. This is just what I had on hand. Oh yeah. So I'll just wipe off any excess. You don't want the thumb latch to be too loose, but you don't want it too stiff either that you can't smoothly operate it. Much better. Wipe off some excess. Yeah, much better. See, I can operate with one thumb now. Okay, and then last but not least, once you undo the safety latch, is putting in the new spring, and that, according to Felco, is as simple as, oops, I think there's actually, yeah, maybe, oops, huh, okay, there we go, and then, okay, so there you go, alrighty, so that fits on there, close, safety thumb latch, doesn't reopen, and it's ready to go for another season. So not terribly difficult. Felco probably could have added a little more information in regards to the maybe the grease that they used. This blade theoretically could be cleaned and restored. Maybe I will do that. These kits are not terribly expensive, but they're not inexpensive either. The spring, I don't know how much life, I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of cruddy. It's got a lot of crud in there, I'm sure, so I don't know how much more life was left in it. And it looks like it's got some spots of rust on it. But let me get the rest out. The tool that they provided, this little piece of metal here, I really found ineffective. If you've used these little pieces of metal that Felco gives you, or if you've replaced the blade on your Felco, let me know in the comments below. And did you have the same problems I have? What did you use as a lubricant? Did you even bother using a lubricant? Because again, the Felco instructions do not say anything about using a lubricant. But these work. Thumb latch, beautiful. Life is good. There you go. That's going to wrap it up for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give this video a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. There's so much more to come. And I'm going to catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.